Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Oddworld Soulstorm, where today, ladders and climbing. Today is all about ladders and climbing. So we got a couple of sligs here, we got a chance suppressor just off to our right. Do I have tape? Can we just tape these dudes up? Yes. Yeah, I totally have tape. Well, it seems like that's probably the smart thing to do to start this off, right? So let's just sneak over here. We can grab the stupid falling or stupid don't want to fall animation. It ruins everything all the time. All right, let's try this. Oh wow, he turned around a lot faster than I thought he was going to. Hey, just grab the thing. Okay, there we go. Let's just bind these guys up and then we'll figure this area out afterward. Okay, cool. Got my tape back. Pretty happy about that. And that guy had nothing, but whatever. I'm happy enough to manage to get 2 sligs down for only 1 tape. That's fine. And then, of course, all of this stuff happens after the checkpoint, so that you will have to do it again if anything goes wrong here. I am currently maxed out on Blastos. That sounds like a line from some like B-grade cyberpunk film. Imagine the character who is basically just a ripoff of Ice-T going, oh yeah, they're maxed out on Blastos. Don't even bother. Alright, so we only have 1 spawner this time. And once again, it looks like we are going to have to take over a slig and have them climb down the pole in order to hit the switch for us to be able to exit. So the chance suppressors are deactivated whenever we're on the top level. Oh, there's flyers too, though. I almost didn't see that. Will these dudes take care of flyers? We don't actually know. I guess we're going to have to test, and unfortunately, us having to test probably realistically means we're going to lose. Yeah, all right. One of you wait here, and one of you wait here, and another one, I guess, wait. Okay, let's try that. Because if we go for this and it fails, then of course you know what happens, right? We're gonna have to redo that whole beginning of the room sequence. All right, I'm gonna pull the lever and then try to just get back up as quickly as possible. All right, let's be very cautious with this. Okay, so no, they do not pay any attention to the flying enemies. Okay, so then the move is we take a flyer and we take care of all the flying enemies ourselves, and we just have to trust on the subject of them successfully knocking out the one guy who climbs up. Obviously, that's not my favorite strategy, but it probably will work. At least some of the time. I doubt it would work consistently, because, you know, everything about this game. Cool, I'm so glad that you threw that. So, like, one of them threw a thing and stunned one of the flyers. I wasn't even really looking at it when it happened, because I was, you know, just focused elsewhere. So we know that they will, under some circumstances, throw a thing at a flyer. What do they have in their inventory right now? What's our follower deal? I'm gonna, no, stay aggro. Give me back all of this stuff. You don't need water either. Just use the candy. Just knock out the normal guy. If they keep the normal guy pinned, then we should be fine. So I guess that means the plan is all three of them go right here.
We're stopping. Come on, I don't know why we're stopping. I don't know.
And we just grab one flyer and use him to annihilate all the other flyers. Oops, I flew too low. Because I was not being very precise while I was moving and shooting. Yep, that's 100% a me failure. And now we gotta do this thing again. Like, why on earth? Why on earth would you put the checkpoint where it is instead of, like, up in the top part of this room so you can hit it after you've dealt with things? I sort of wonder, like, I wonder if this is an element of, like, whoever did the playtesting already knows the intended solutions, and as such they're not having to repeat rooms. And if you never had to repeat the rooms, then I bet this wouldn't feel... It wouldn't maybe not be obvious that the checkpointing is a huge problem and just, like, terribly designed. It basically has to be something like that, right? Thanks, guys. They absolutely just watched that happen. The thing is, like, I really need them to do that right, because otherwise there's no way for us to press the button if they don't knock that guy out cleanly. Also, I do find it a little frustrating that he, Yep. I do find it a little frustrating that even though we were so far to the right of the pole, the game still placed him to the right of me.
We're stopping. Come on, I don't know why we're stopping. I don't know.
I'm going to try doing this from the central platform then, but I don't think it's going to work as well. In the sense that I think I'm going to get shot immediately. So knock him out. Don't kill. I mean, what are you even supposed to do? The mechanics of this thing are so fucking broken. Under most circumstances, that works exactly the way we wanted it to, but not all circumstances. We have had them in the past successfully stunlock a Slig down with just the stones, haven't we? We totally did do that. Alright, well, I guess if I'm standing on the middle platform, it's not such a big deal for them to be using the soda. So I guess I'll just give them a bunch more of it and hope they don't waste it all on the flyers. But, like, also, they could just do a good job. That is an option that is available to them. Come on. Nope, that time they don't. That time they elect not to hit the flyer. For no reason. It was fine the time before. Come on, Abe. Ah, Jesus. The thing is, if we put them any closer to the pole, they will definitely just injure themselves throwing stuff. But I'm worried if we keep them on the middle platform with us, they will, in fact, just not throw anything at him and get killed. I guess we'll try it this way. And again, let's give them all this stuff so that hopefully they'll still have some left. Although, It seems like, in fact, it may not be a problem because they may just decide not to throw any of them at the flyers at all. And again, you gotta emphasize the may. Sometimes they do, sometimes it's fine. Okay, I don't want to shoot this guy. I want you to knock him out. So when we start chanting, they go into a chanting state too sometimes. We definitely had them, one of them threw one rock candy at that slig while we were chanting on that one attempt. So it's definitely not the case that us chanting prevents them from using items. Because we have evidence that that's not how that works. The thing is, if I let go of the flyer, if I just tap out of him to try to handle the guy on the ground myself, then a new flyer will spawn. And we can't necessarily trust that they will do anything about that. In fact, we reasonably suspect that they would not, given previous examples. And there's no way to keep them, like... Facing is definitely not an issue. We have seen them turn around to throw things before. But even if facing was an issue, there's nothing we can do about it. They change their facing whenever they feel like it. Okay. So maybe the plan is everybody goes way far over to the right, or to the left. We just stay very far away from everything with everyone. We shoot the slig that comes up the pole, and we hope that another one still spawns. Another one should spawn. It says infinite on the spawner, but we know that that is not, in fact, the way it always works. Because we had that problem in the last area, where we needed to use a slig to press a button. So yeah, my plan right now is everybody come over here, just hide in the corner.
Wait. Hey, why'd you hold up? I could go for a zero strike. We gotta get out of here. Come on.
Ooh. My plan was to do the chant from over there, but I can't. Because this chant suppressor's on when you're on this platform. That does complicate things a little bit. Well, we'll try doing it from here just fast enough. Okay, or maybe Abe will never get up. No, reload, reload! Great, great, great. Ah, damn it, that thing can see far enough. That might have worked just fine if I hadn't missed a bunch of the shots. Alright. You gotta run over, hold E, wait until it shows you that holding E is not going to work, and then start holding it again, and then it does work. You know, standard video game stuff. There's a bunch of ideas here that I think are totally fine. But gosh, I wish this game worked even a little bit. Alright, so we're gonna try the Abe does it all strategy again, because I just can't rely on the random guys to do anything. Load. Alright. I'm gonna blow him up, and then chant up the next one and blow him up as well. Okay. We're good. I could have just chanted him. I didn't really need to do that. But yeah, that works. There's no way to rely safely on the other mudokons, but you can just do it all yourself. I guess that's, you know, the game mechanics don't have to work if the player can just circumvent them. No, wait, go the other way. The other way. There we go. And then the chance suppressor just zaps me. Just once, just for the hell of it. Okay, sorry, I didn't spend any of these. We should, at this point, refill on stuff, and then go. And I guess the implication is that we should just free the mudokons here. So will this work if I... No, I can't maneuver the orb down there. Is the chance suppressor active when we're over in this little room? No, okay. Well, I guess get out of here, friends. Yeah, alright, I guess we'll search it. Alright, empty bottles and steel hoses and... In theory, at some point, you might want to use some of this stuff, I guess. It does sort of feel like, though, anytime you need to deal with enemies, rock candy is the correct solution. And you can do other stuff, but you don't need to do anything else. Alright, we have gone up tape. So if we just move that dude... Come on. Because I don't know where I'm going yet. Just trying not to alert the slig that's way, way up above us. I'm not even sure that that's a real concern. And you know what? I'm not going to bother interacting with these machines until we've got a sense of what we're doing here, because we don't need the parts. And I'm going to want to refill on rocks after we take this guy out anyway. Okay, so I think we're all clear. There's a spawner up here, a flying spawner in the middle, and a spawner down here that we have to use. Okay. Alright. Let's... Wow, I'm having a hell of a time getting him to search this thing. There we go. I think I actually am gonna... I'm gonna search everything here, and then we're just gonna do a checkpoint reset. Because while we struggle with the broken mechanics in this room and have to do it multiple times because of them, I don't want to have to redo the searching and moving parts of it over and over again. Alright, do we have the parts for a flamethrower? We've received many things here. We had the battery, right. We're missing the fire extinguisher, of course. What was I thinking? We don't have the wipes for Brunade. We have batteries now, so we can make stun mines, which we may have to for this area. I'm assuming that's why we're getting access to a battery thing. Alright, so let's get rich. Let's refill our rock candy. You can never have enough rock candy. My grandma used to say that to me all the time, and I never knew that she was such a big Oddworld fan. I didn't, at the time, I didn't understand. You know, it's remarkable what you can learn by listening to your elders. Alright, y'all wait here. Hold on a sec. So I think we can get back to the old checkpoint here, right? And in fact, we could just drag all of them down here if we wanted to. Just set them free now. We'll probably, probably some of these areas up ahead are designed for their use. So, like, what's my plan? Do we want to actually bring them into this chamber and have to worry about protecting them if they cannot be trusted to do anything? So the chance suppressor is active if I'm anywhere on the left side of this. Anywhere in an area that seems like it would be safe-ish. But we could just chant the flyer from here, and then, yeah, I think we do probably it's probably going to be pretty safe for us to just have somebody wait right here with some fizzy pop, right? So let's grab one of the mudokons, and I think we can, in fact, just chant the flyer and use him to watch the other position. And if we just chant the flyer, then we don't have to worry about any more flyers spawning. So 2 birds with 1 stone. Alright, I hope this will work. Sorry, nope, what I meant was stop. I'm a little nervous about him being able to recognize a threat that is not exactly at the same height he is, but I don't really know what to do about it. So let's just make sure that we have given you many cans. Just keep them in place. You don't have to do anything other than that. Or I suppose we could do bouncy binding candy. No, but we need somebody alive over here, and I don't necessarily trust the game not to stop spawning people. You know, on account of what we saw before. So wait, where else can I chant from down here? I totally can. Okay, let's just try that then. Thanks, camera. Yeah, the fact that the camera didn't feel the need to move up as we were doing the thing that it obviously needed to move up for is fucking... I guess I should have suspected. I should have been ready for that. But silly me, I still have expectations that are maybe not necessarily based in reality. Alright, once again, let's try giving you all the things. I'm gonna put my faith in you here. So we gotta... okay. The chant suppressor definitely does not suppress that area, we know that. Okay, he is handling his business downstairs. Gotta make sure we actually spend the entire magazine here. There's no way to reload, so I just have to fire until he does the reload animation automatically. In any place where you can chant, the other stuff, the other like tools are like totally irrelevant. I wanted to kill one of them. I was really not expecting our dude to oh shit, right. I was really not expecting our Mudokon buddy to kill this leg that I had chanted. That caught me off guard. So anyway, like I was saying, anytime you can chant, like, devices and stuff are worthless. Or relatively pretty worthless. And I think it's interesting because, like, thematically it makes a ton of sense. Right? Being able to use the power of the Mudokons and having that be... having the power of their culture be a better tool for their liberation than any tool that is made by the system that holds them in thrall. Like... that rules, thematically, but it sure does make a lot of the game mechanics feel kind of superfluous. Okay, let's try that again, and nope, that time, Yeah, that sucks, man. The fact that chant suppress, that there's like a weird... Oh, and he just, the guy... Our Mudokon just didn't even do the thing he's supposed to do. Because, you know, consistency. And we know we can't put him too close, because if he throws the fizzy pop at them and it moves him at all, he completely loses his orders. Right, we saw that happen repeatedly. So what, he was like hereabouts last time and that was working? And then, like I said, just make sure we give him all the stuff. Chant suppressor is so arbitrary. Yep, and if it decides that it's just not gonna play nice, then you lose people. I guess one thing we can do is put a stun mine up there. We shouldn't have to, but we may have to in order to account for the inconsistency of the chance suppressor. If it is going to be broken in a way that requires us to do this chant several times, then we got to be ready for that. Okay, so I mean, there's no reason not to build all three, and then we just put it down right here. Okay. That will buy us some time to do this thing. And one time he flew down the other direction, which makes things way easier. Did he just ignore the stun mine? What on earth? Hold on a second. Yeah, they just ignored the stun mine. Just ceased to be. I didn't see exactly what happened, of course, because you know, camera. But all right, well, I guess we could post another mudokon up here. Obviously, that's a much worse solution. Because it's going to require... They're going to throw twice as much fizzy pop, and we're going to run out of resources real fast. But I guess, actually, since we know there's a limited number, we could have the one up here... No, never mind. I was going to say we could give this one the tape candy, but that's not how the game works. You don't assign individual people individual supplies. You just have a share of supplies that all followers draw from. We have the shrykulled, but like the shrykull's only gonna solve. It's like a one-time blast effect, right? It's not actually gonna solve anything. We'll use it to kill a wave of guys, and then the next wave will show up, and we'll do the thing that we don't want to happen, so... The way this went on one of the attempts is the way this needs to go now. There's not really another solution available to us. But how about this? We'll go and grab this guy. We'll let the stunned flyer stay stunned for a second. Now we run over here and eliminate him. There's only a few flyers, so we can play this game. Okay. And now we just shoot these guys when they come down. Although it only sometimes does it work. There we go. I was wondering why that last one wasn't spawning. Okay, now we should be able to just come over here and grab one of these two. And we just wait here, right, until everything's clear. Okay. Only 6 more to go. Hey, guy. There we go. Oh, see, I had been assuming that this was going to open the thing to our right. Why would that... I mean, I guess this is where the lights are. It doesn't really... It doesn't deal with the flyers, though. Yeah, posting a guy there would have helped on the attempts where the chance suppressor let us take the flyers over, but not on all of the other ones, so... I don't know. We had a more robust solution there. But also, like, what if the game mechanics worked? So if you do hold that door, the idea is that the 6 guys, the 6 sligs build up in there, and then you just like set mines at the door and then pull somebody off the button. It's a good idea in theory, except for the part where sometimes the mines do literally nothing. Alright, hooray, all of the locker searching and garbage before the checkpoint. Good, good, good. So we can easily blow up these flying mines, right? Well, you do have to not miss. Okay, I did kill one of the mines by doing that. And then now we know what the motion sensors do. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Excuse me? How? How did that blow me up still? Oh, that's the wrong projectile. Right. Even though I did not at any point have that equipped. And we figured out that the rock candy doesn't do it, right? Yeah, it just goes in front of the mines. So, here, give me back all of the fizzy pop. Yeah. Just have to cause an explosion near the mine. Do wish I had done this before touching the checkpoint, obviously. So let's just give this thing some space. I just don't even know what to, no, they were not exploded by that. What are you talking about? Alright, everybody back up, because spatial stuff apparently is a little tricky. They just weren't in the area? Nope. I clicked, but no throw. You always gotta wait for animations to finish in this game. There's no buffering anything. Why is he turning around? Just stay focused on the crosshair. We got this. Okay. Good stuff. And you know what? Absolutely gonna go ahead and do a checkpoint reset on that, because who knows? Who knows what percentage of the time the mines will cause you to mysteriously explode when you are really far away from the explosion. Let's just take our win. And I guess, since we're here, we may as well refresh these two. Okay. I believe it is a bath time for the dog, so if you hear any sad dog noises, all that's happening is she is being made to smell less. But she does act like you're murdering her when you do that. Okay. Let's do this thing. I could have shrykulled this, I suppose. Alright, we must be... Actually, you got... Never mind what I just said. You all wait here. I need to go get the hit the switch here, right? Nope, that just opens up the pen. I guess that is the sensible thing for it to do. Well, I mean, this is perfectly safe for them. We'll hang out for a second here, and then I'll figure out how to negotiate our friends past this. Actually, sorry, the door is closed. Is that gonna open back up? Oh, I see. There's the ceiling above them is gonna open when we get far enough up. That is how we will get them through. I was gonna say we could just we could just reload the checkpoint and take them all the way back down, I suppose, to that bird portal we saw before, but that doesn't feel like the solution that the game wants. Okay. Ah, there is still a mine here. A mine with some really frustrating timing. Very effective, but frustrating. Very effective and as such frustrating. Okay.
Everybody go. Let's go.
That one was remarkably not bad. Very much appreciated. Hell yeah, fire extinguisher. Give. I don't even know that I want to actually use a flamethrower, but give.
Everybody.
It does feel like with the range that the flamethrower has, it does feel like it's generally going to be better to solve your problems with the rock candy still. Although I suppose there's no reason you can't rock candy people first and then set them on fire with the flamethrower. We're currently full on that. Do my followers have full Fizzy Pop? We should probably just go ahead and do this and then buy ourselves up some more. It is certainly one of the more useful things for them to have in situations where they are not going to use it to immediately wound me. Alright, so I think it should be perfectly safe to call this guy down from above.
Let's get out of here. Said we're free.
Yeah. Alright, wait here while I do a scouting mission. So where does that chance suppressor turn on? It kind of looks like I'm going to be allowed to grab this guy on the ledge he's on right now. I totally am. Okay. Yeah, I guess just blow him up. I was considering whether to stun him and pickpocket him first, but like, who cares? I think we may well be past the point of keys. Alright, so what else is going on in here? Let's search the area out, and then I'm gonna go and re-checkpoint us, because I feel like the game mechanics sort of demand it. Alright, some gum. So, we have a flyer spawner, a limited spawner up here, a limited spawner down into the right, and it looks like... Ah, here we go. Here's the button. And, of course, the infinite spawner at the button, because... in theory, that should be a good thing. If it does actually spawn the enemies, it will be good. So we could do the bouncy candy thing, or the tape candy thing here. We have enough tape candy to handle all of the right side spawns, so we can just give we give all of that to the mudokons, and then we can handle this side ourselves with the mind-controlled flyers. Because we're not going to be able to use a mind-controlled unit to cross the middle of the room, right? So we can't handle the right side by ourselves. Alright, I'm going to need 2 of you to come with me. And this should make this area pretty simple, right? We could do it with the Fizzy Pop too, I suppose. But that means I need to come over here and like make sure that they're not screwing this up. This just feels a lot safer. So let's take away... I cannot take away the rest of their Fizzy Pop. That's a little concerning. Because I don't know if I don't know how they prioritize the items, or if we can reprioritize the items. My cursor can't go over there, so... I'm gonna give them this stuff and just hope that they do the right things with it. Doesn't seem terribly likely. Putting it like that, it feels foolish. What is the point of the slings coming down here? Why is this where they do this?
Come on, I don't know why we're stopping. I don't know.
So we can just... we can be basically anywhere up on this level. Let's try it. Okay, one of our friendly mudokons is doing the thing, and the other one is just let himself get shot. How do you know when they're going to do that? Again, it's definitely not facing, and also we can't control their facing anyway. They always just turn to face wherever I am. But like, we have pretty hard evidence that it's not facing there because one of them was working and the other one wasn't. So I guess maybe we should just like maybe take everybody over there, split the crew half and half, in the hopes that at least one of them will actually do the goddamn job. Because it was this one who just let himself get shot, right?
Why the hold up? I thought we were leaving. He said stop. I thought we were leaving.
Okay, this is another spot where there is a button to control the gate, but like... it would be better if the mechanics worked. It would be better if the mudokons would just do the thing. Because we're going to have to deal with the sligs either way. Okay, so now that that's done, do I want to give them the bouncy candy, or do I want to let them just try to control this with Fizzy Pop? Let's do the Fizzy Pop thing, and they have full Fizzy Pop. We'll try to save the bouncing candy for... the tape candy for another situation. Takes a really long time for this first one to spawn. Okay, they are throwing the Fizzy Pop. Or Fizzy Pop, I can hear it. So we just wait for someone to try to climb down here, but it never ever happens. You know, if no one ever spawns from this thing, we're gonna have a really hard time. Okay, I'm gonna pop this guy. Oh wow, it spawned another flyer before that guy was even dead. Interesting. Oh, I hear shotgun. So it worked for a while. Alright. So, this thing on the left doesn't actually spawn sligs.
Hey guys, let's get out of here.
So how do we want to rebalance the plan then?
Everyone stop complaining. Let's go.
Alright, let me try something.
Let's go.
We still have to deal with the flyers, and we know that both of the things on the right do spawn sligs. If we have one person just stand here and hold this button down, there's not really any reason that this should stop them from shooting the mudokons, because they could just step to the right when they get off the pole, and they would definitely be able to see them. But I'm assuming that won't happen, because otherwise the button would not be very functional. And then there is no such thing here, so we just drag another person over here. Because, like, somebody does have to deal with the flyers, too. We do need at least one other friend.
I'm here to save you. Follow me. We'll be free.
I'm gonna post somebody here.
Wait. Why did you stop us? Hey, let's get you out of here. All right then.
Just in case this thing does decide to spawn sligs this time. We know that it didn't last time because we watched it the whole time, but it still might because, you know. And then I don't think that we should have had an issue of running out of materials, But just in case, let's go ahead and give them... Well, no, we couldn't possibly have run out of stuff, because they had rock candy. They had as much rock candy as they needed to knock out all of these guys. And they certainly just weren't doing it. I'm still going to give all of this to them, in the hopes that it will mean anything. And then, if I just flamethrower the flying snakes, is that going to work? Can I do that? It takes them a really long time to start spawning, so yeah, we can totally get up there. I'm going to try this. Let's see if this kills flying snakes. Okay. That's a fun effect that completely obscures what's going on to the right, which is a huge bummer. That mudokon he's holding his post, he's doing the thing. And he definitely was facing left when we walked off that platform, right? Like he watched us walk off. So yeah, we know they do turn around to do jobs, just not all the time. And there's no way to know when they will and when they won't. Please spawn. Oh! That guy's got no respect for the rules. There is one more guy that's supposed to spawn here, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, I did shotgun myself a small amount, just a little bit. Every other slate that we've seen, they've climbed to the far end of the pole, right? This is the first time that that hasn't worked that way? I think. Alright, well... So yeah, now we have this problem. I'm going to set a mine, and we're going to see... I'm going to go do a checkpoint reset. And then we're going to set a mine and we're going to see. I have serious concerns. Oh, I am not allowed to do a checkpoint reset. Well, hold on. Can we get to the next checkpoint up from here? Is that a long walk? It does require the... Oh, no, it does not require the use of the elevator. In fact, there's no reason for there to be an elevator here at all. Yeah. Slapstick comedy. Very funny. I get it. So if I just tell him to come over here...
Let's go. Come on, group, let's go.
Well, that's not the outcome I was expecting. He responded to my voice. The mudokon below us did not move. The door did not open. The other guy just ran through the door and killed me. Huh. How do you prepare for a thing like that? So wait, does this work? No, this door's... Okay, the door's real for me. And it seems like it's real for the other guy. It's just not real for that one dude. Alright, well that's... I will say that this makes me feel a little bit more confident that we could do the thing with the stun mine, because now that there's only one of them... But again, we don't know for sure that the stun mine will even work.
We thought you'd never come.
Okay. It's super weird, too, that this thing didn't actually spawn all of the units. There's probably not really a good way to predict that.
Come with me now.
Right, did that actually get everybody? It did. So let's re-checkpoint down here and then re-checkpoint up top. Then we still have like 4 of these to go, huh? I will say this. As much as this is very much an Oddworld style, like, let's just do the same puzzle 12 times kind of challenge, it does feel like they're trying to vary them up a little bit more here than they often do. You know, they're getting complicated in different ways, at least some of the time. We've got a lot of brew. Can't make brew nades, but we can still start fires. We have a lot of fire starting capability. So we need a slig to climb this pole. But the only sligs that are going to spawn are flyers? Oh, no, I see. In the background, right. Okay. What is the range of the flamethrower? Aim. Oh, it's pretty far, actually. Will this work, do you think? Yes. Yes, I do think. Okay, so we're gonna see... Did they spend all the, No, they did not spend all the tape candy. Okay. So we're gonna see people coming in from the background. I'm gonna have one person wait here. And then another person wait over here. Damn it. Abe, just grab the... And then we're going to draw the rest of them down here so that they don't accidentally throw extra objects and maybe run out of stuff. And then I'm just going to try to kill the flyers with a flamethrower. That's going to be my big brilliant plan. Oh, right, this is not actually like a good... We're going to have to move around a little bit here. No, I didn't mean to... I was trying to pickpocket the... Okay, well... Please, button. Abe, button. Abe, button. Okay, there we go. It does seem like at least the two mudokons we put on item duty this time seem way more competent than the ones in the last room. Have we screwed things up for him by moving the... It seems like he can't figure out how to use the lift now. Alright, I'm gonna restart the checkpoint. I can't believe that Mudokon just let that slig kill him for no reason. He did basically the right things. If we had responded a little quicker at the end, I think we could have been okay. It's not a great plan, but it did work right up until the end when the Mudokon decided not to respond to the slig. Let's step you a little closer. So last time it looked like this Mudokon was able to wrap up that guy while he was still on the platform coming toward us. Yep. I'm trying to save on his ammo by actually getting the flamethrower in time. But yeah, this one's kind of just doing it all. Alright, that guy over there is paying attention. He's doing things. I really want to make sure that we are totally clear on flyers before I abandon my post here. Can't see the flyer that he's keeping up there. So okay, they just let the slig kill them when it gets up. They don't even attempt to re-stun them. So we have to not let that happen. I guess it does feel like maybe I could just ignore the right side. The guy on the right side is more or less just doing the entire job by himself. Although he's not killing the flyers. Wait, let's do the same thing until we see the first knockout on the left, and then we'll run over and deal with it real fast. Because this guy does need us to occasionally set fire to someone as well. Can I flamethrower while jumping? No, I can't. Yeah, this goes fine as long as he still has the tape candy. Let's grab this guy, and I think there's still a flyer alive up here. Is why there's not another one spawning. I think it was the last thing that the guy on the right did was just a stun. So I'm trying to... Alright, we'll just stay right here for a moment. Yeah, the spawners just, like, very arbitrarily stop spawning people. And that, for some reason, that guy never even figured out how to get to the lift this time, which suits us just fine, I guess. But it is wild how you can run one of these chambers 3 times and see 3 completely different things happen. Even if you do the same thing all 3 times. Alright, there is a portal here. It's actually... Wait, is that a portal? It doesn't have any birds. Oh, we're pretending you can't make this jump. Even though you did make an identical jump on the last elevator. Okay, fine. Ah, I see. Until you hit the button, they don't actually load in all the objects in the next area. That's why there weren't birds. That's wild. All right, so yeah, let's just get everybody out of here because it looks like this is a solo Abe jumping kind of room. You know, you can all go. Alright, so that banked me up 3 charges of the shrykulled, is that right? Oh, sorry, this... No, we only have 2. So it didn't fire again after when we released those last 3 guys, even though it did say one. Whatever, it's fine. Whatever, it's fine. Do I want to just shrykull here? Let's equip it. So if the power of it's not arcing out to an explosive, it makes me nervous that it won't actually hit that explosive. Let's try it. Let's let that mine come back down here so that we know it's close enough to get blown up. And then attempt to shrykull. Oh, right, sorry. This is not how you activate the shrykull in this game. What am I doing? And if we end up wasting this, like, kind of whatever, right? Yep, it just doesn't affect anything with the energy's not arcing too. I was correct about that. Seems strange. I really thought that was gonna I really thought that was gonna travel quite a lot further. Come on. Oh. I just want this to be easy. Well, I mean, we can just pull this, right? They'll all be safe no matter what. Oh. So the fire doesn't do anything. It's positioned such that it doesn't hit you. It's largely ornamental. Oh, right. Sorry, we have to... I checkpointed without having hit the button on the elevator. Alright, if we save them all at once, does it give me... Or is it maybe the case that each portal can only give you one charge? Yeah, it must... Okay, it must be. Alright, well... My life would be a lot easier if these mines were not here. So let's go ahead and try this. That feels like it should have worked. Yeah, I can't actually throw stuff while hanging. It's weird that it lets you see the arc. What? Come on, Abe. Press, Abe. Oh, you have to pull this before you can press the button. That is not signaled very clearly. Oh, also, crafting a flamethrower out of my fire extinguisher did not take away the fire extinguisher. Curious.
I don't want to die. Keep climbing. Keep climbing. Higher, higher, higher.
Alright, easy. Just go to the edge and do not engage with the jumping puzzle at all. A solid plan. Alright, so we're gonna knock some people out. I have a ton of tape, right? I'm assuming that all of the bouncy tape got used. Actually, hold on. I'm not being suppressed right now. What am I doing? Can you believe that the left sling did not respond in any way to seeing us kill the right sling? He just, he didn't even try to stop it. So I guess we have a bunch of money. We may as well just go ahead and buy everything that's on offer here, right? And in this area, perhaps we will actually feel compelled to craft something, because, with just me, this is presumably going to be more difficult. All good on batteries. And I've sold all of that. And I guess let's... I don't actually know for sure that it's safe to descend. I would like to think that they would have despawned the mines for us. Although, honestly, if the mines have been despawned, I'm sure it's not for me, but just because they're unloading things dynamically. Oh! There was a key in that locker. Interesting. But yeah, I would love to do a checkpoint reset if we can. I will say this. I do appreciate the sort of the scale of this area. No, of course they didn't despawn the mine. I do appreciate the sort of the scale of this area as a big final challenge kind of thing. It feels very grand. Oh, they're just not going to let me back down there. But I want to reset so bad. Alright. Boy, these are not timed in a way that is conducive to my strategy. Because I don't exactly know... there's no way to know what it actually wants you to do on these. Because there's no way for you to predict what the spawn rates of the various spawners are going to be, or even if they will spawn things at all sometimes. So there's no suppressors anywhere, But there are multiple flyer things, so I guess we do need to set some stun mines. And what we need to do is win some fights up top until there are no more enemies spawning in. So yeah, I think we just want to make as many of these as we can. Just set some of these up to buy some time. Hopefully those don't just get simultaneously detonated. Try to give these a little bit more space. So those are for the enemies coming in on the ground. Then we also have enemies coming in over here. Okay. Give ourselves a little bit of roof cover. Cool. Thanks. Great work, camera. I saw lights. There's definitely at least one alive. We are not going to be allowed to see them. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Okay, not exactly sure why that suddenly exploded. Alright, so we control the sky. Nobody's doing nothing without my say-so. And we have one stun mine left on the left here so that we can stun a guy out and then actually take him over to have him press the button. Ah, damn it. I was trying to preserve that. Oh, shit. That could have been really bad. Hold on. Let's make sure we're actually clear on these dudes. This time, apparently they are taking very seriously the number of spawns that the spawners say they have in them. On every other attempt, they've stopped spawning as soon as the event was over. So you can understand why I might expect that to continue to be the case. There's one more guy left in that. Yep, okay. Because, like, in theory, I think Abe is in a place where he is visible to any of them standing at the very left edge of their platform and doing the sweep up and down. Are we clear on the bottom? I think we're clear on the bottom. I think we would have seen another spawn by now if we weren't. And we got the medal there, so maybe we're done? I was expecting there to be one more holding pen, of course. Or one more of these puzzles above holding pen 1, but maybe what we do at holding pen 1 is something a little different. Or maybe it's nothing at all. It just dumps them directly into the train. Hey, works for me. I'm sure we could have gotten that royal jelly, but, like, why, though? To what end? Alright, so got ourselves a great big train full of refugees on this sort of overground railroad. And now, what? Now we are hurtling toward the sort of in media res cinematic that we saw at the beginning of the game, I guess. And from there, I assume our fate will probably be decided based on the number of people we saved, which, if I do say so myself, is pretty large. I think we did quite well. Also, apparently I am considered to have hit 0 of 8 sligs, but we definitely hit a lot of sligs, right?
Hey, you had us worried. We're getting low on brews. Check that out.
Look, guys, it's worse than we thought.
What's that?
All we've been taught, our whole lives in the factories, everything we thought we knew, it's all lies. But the truth? We're not just the schmucks we always thought we were. We're something much, much more. But right now, we gotta survive. And what the Keeper said we need...
You found the Keeper?
I did. And she told us what to do. But what she meant, I can't figure out.
Oh, wait, she? Was she hot?
Hell, no, she was the oldest thing I've ever seen.
Oh. Well, what'd she say?
She said we needed to take the brew, because it keeps us all enslaved. But we knew that.
Did she say anything else?
Well, she said, for what good is the poison if it's tainted with its cure? But what does that mean?
Okay.
Just doing that creepy stuff again.
Those are ingredients. I wrote them down when I was figuring out how to craft medicine for the sick guys. But the ingredients, it's like they're all swirling into the brewery.
Oh, weird.
Want us to mix them into the brewery?
What good is a poison if it's tainted with its cure?
Nope, I still don't get it.
The brewery pumps brew out to all the factories in Mudos. Maybe it's telling us to mix your medicine into the brew before it gets pumped out to all those factories.
But I only crafted the medicine in small doses. How would we ever find enough to mix it for all those factories and all those slaves?
But you already got the recipe, and it's only 5 ingredients.
But how will we get enough to match Dos Mudos' biggest brewery?
How about Pico Depot?
Huh?
Huh?
Pico Depot. It's close by on the Z line, and its switch track is coming up.
But Pico's a freight yard, not a deep, dark, abandoned mine shaft like where I found the stuff.
I don't know, Abe. Anything manufactured on Oddworld passes through places like Pico Depot every day. And all those ingredients you wrote down, I'm pretty sure they're all used by food, drug, and makeup companies, aren't they?
I guess they are.
Toby, if we can get Abe into Pico Depot, then maybe we can get some favors from some old buddies still slaving away there, and they could ID the right containers, and Abe could help them load them onto this train. Then run this train right up that
Maybe that's it.
If we don't do this now,
We gotta try. Let's
do it.
I really like the animation in the cutscene sequences, but the writing is the degree to which they feel they need to state things in the most obvious, like, strike the viewer across the face with it way 7 or 8 times in a row usually is really frustrating.
You're up the place. What's the next facility them tracks is headed to?
Let's see, that's, Pico Depot.
Pico Depot. We gotta hurry. Go faster. If we don't stop that ape guy, I'll get blamed for this disaster down there too.
You got it, boss.
this is my nap hour.
Sorry to bother you, Mr. Aslick, but, there's these rumors been spreading around about uprisings and train hijackings and...
You woke me for rumors? For silly conspiracy theories?
Well, but the guys, they're pretty freaked out and they're...
Damn it, there is no Abe guy. There is no uprising. Moloch burned down his own damn farm. We know this because never in history has a Mudokan beaten a Gluckin ever.
Oh, of course you're right, Mr. Aslick. I mean, I didn't mean to...
They'll believe anything.
How does he even drink those cans of fizzy pop? Like, what do you reckon the process of that is?
What is it now?
Excuse me, sir, but thought you should know there's these rumors circulating. Hijackings, uprisings, instantaneous combustion, creepy stuff. Troops are getting worried. So me and the boys was thinking that maybe we should...
Don't.
Excuse me, sir?
Don't think. It makes you say stupid things. For decades, my brew has ensured against such possibilities.
Yeah, what if it ain't working anymore?
You dare suggest my brew isn't working? But don't I pay you to suppress rumors?
Well, yeah, you do, sir.
Well then, do it! This makes no sense. My brew has always worked. There must be some other... Moloch, this is his doing. His plot has failed, and to save himself, he's trying to blame my brew. That traitor!
It's like, those are probably real expensive, right? Animation's difficult and takes a lot of time. There's probably like a lot of resources to make one of those sequences happen. So what was... So it's weird that the middle one of those seems to have no purpose at all within the narrative. Like, what is the value of showing us one Gluckin hearing that there are these rumors and not treating them seriously, and then showing us a different Gluckin hearing about the exact same rumors and not treating them seriously in exactly the same way, but with a little bit of extra stuff on the end? I don't know. There's a lot of strange decisions being made sort of throughout this product. Anyway, that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Also, I kind of can't get over how much the Keeper literally just said to Abe, hey, put the antidote in the brew. And he was like, put the antidote in the brew? What does that mean? And it's almost like if we took the ingredients for the antidote and then, like, we put them in the brew. It's, geez, I just can't quite put it together. When you come back next time, on Monday probably, we're going to keep pushing. I'm going to finish this thing. You can probably tell that my passion for it is a little faded, but I think we got to be close to the end. And I do want to see the big explosion that's going to happen at the end, so we are making it there. And we'll see you then.